back there. Didn't see it. Brian Simo's got to drive a perfect race. He's got to win this race if he has any chance whatsoever. There is the car around. It's Johnny Miller. Johnny Miller is spun down in turn 1. He's just now re-entering.
You got to be real careful here in these opening laps. Johnny Miller gets himself on the grass. Now remember, Brian Simo has an ally in Boris Said. Boris Said works for No Fear, a company owned and operated by Brian.
What the rule is that you have to run the car as you present it, as we see.
Stu Hainer, is it? Oh, no,
Weldon.
no,
Weldon has now spun the 40 out of contention. Whatever you bring the car down to the grid with is what you're going to run with. And I think that's what the rule is.
Okay, so Kenny Weldon, our big...
A little bit softer on the rear. We don't have to win this race. We just want to be in the top third. Let's go for the easy dice roll, not the hard push. He went to a soft setup, and right now he's loving it.
Yeah, Lou Gelati got himself in all sorts of trouble. Something unusual happened there. Something broke mechanically, and he just drove straight off the racetrack. So Lou Gelati hopefully can stay out of everybody's way and will not cause a full course yellow here. But we were on board with Lou, and suddenly he disappeared. There he is. Calvin?
Yeah, just an update. I spoke to Lou Jr., who heads up his team, and he said that there's a vibration in the rear end, and he thought he couldn't get it back to the pit, so he just pulled it over, guys.
You know what? It looks like it's on fire.
Well,
I don't see flames, but I see an awful lot of heat.
There was flame in the right front. It looked like he got the brakes really hot. He might have broke a drive shaft. That could have been that clank I heard, and if that's the case, he doesn't have any drive line.
Because the engine still runs, and you know what? I think that car's in trouble. I think there is flame underneath there.
Well, there was in the right front corner, and I thought that was due to the extreme braking when he went off the road, or maybe picked up some grass, but we'll have to watch that.
So while Lou tries to make sure this thing doesn't become a barbecue, he's going to slip away. Hopefully it's not too much damage here, but Lou Gelati is left all by himself to deal with this problem. There's your top 10. Needs to move out of the way.
Yeah, that right there is Jerry Simmons, and he's about to be overtaken. Whoa, there's a spin right there. We're on board with the spin. Got on the throttle too hard and put it around backwards. Still rolling. That was Paul Gentilozzi we were riding with. He was trying to overtake, went to the inside of Simmons, and got on the throttle way too hard and damaged. Look at the hood.
Oh, now does Brian Simo need a hand from Boris Said?
Oh, a lot of damage. He's hit quite hard something while we were riding with him. Look at this down here. Turn 1, what a mess. He knows he's in trouble. He's going to have to go around and get repairs done to that.
It is over. Paul Gentilozzi's day is over in Las Vegas. They will not fix that car.
It will go to the last race for the championship, assuming that now Brian Simo can keep running.
Next week in San Diego will probably now decide the championship.
That's what he hit right there. Kerry Alexander, it must have been while he was spinning. He must have got into the back of that car.
Look at Kerry Alexander. That thing is just destroyed.
That was a big hit. I'll tell you what. We were riding on board, and I didn't see the hit, but obviously while he was spinning, big contact.
Wow, but Paul oh, look at this. Boris Said now
Boris in
inside.
trouble. He's got smoke out from under the back of the car, and Simo's past him.
Just to the south of us, it's bright on the right, but there is a cell right over the airport, we understand, that has closed the airport and is moving this way. Chris Neville was the first car to come in for the rain tires. He lost a lap doing it. Well, I think it's going to pay off, guys.
Wow. Mike, all the way down that wall. You saw Brian Simo get really loose there, chasing his buddy there. And there's the 93 car spun around. That is one of the Corvettes.
Said Simo's off the road again.
See, now it's all coming apart.
Okay, but hang on. Where's Willie T? Where's Kenny Weldon? So Kenny Weldon is now in second place. Kenny Weldon goes to second. Will he now run down? Boris Said Willie T is right there.
They had to have gotten to Brian on the radio and told him about Paul. Here's a break. He goes back to the left here. A big whip on him. It just goes. It's really slippery, and it just gets out from underneath him right there.
Watch Kenny Weldon outside. There goes Kenny, and there goes Willie T, second and third. Wow. Let's go on board and have a look. The man that has built this brand new Ford Mustang that Boris Said is in, and he is leading with. Stu Hainer's in trouble.
You know what? When you're driving in conditions like this, Derek, it's how willing you are to take chances. You got to go to every corner and get it what you can get, but the conditions change every lap.
the LMS cars that we race now are restricted by air intake, so the Trans Am car is actually going to have more horsepower than I have now.
Trans Am, of course, is the oldest road racing series in America. I think since Ralph Sanchez took it over with Tanos, there really has been a buzz of excitement here as we watch the pace car come out and put us under full course yellow. In fact, when I mentioned Ralph Sanchez, I spoke to Ralph just a couple of days ago. As some of you know, Ralph has just gone through cancer surgery. He wanted me to tell everybody, for all the fans that have sent him letters and emails and called him, he is doing very well. He is
a reactionary spin.
Then welcome back, and the wheels are off the wagon here. Brian Simo, they've just had a horrendous team mistake. They put the wet weather tires on. Obviously Dorsey didn't get it on right, and here's the results. Calvin?
Well, I think what happened, Derek, when I spoke to Brian there under the red flag period, I looked down at the left front and it looked strange. It was a little offset, and I thought, well, maybe they have a different offset on the wet tires. I think what may have happened, Derek, they didn't have it on the pegs. When he then drove down pit lane, it then relocated, and then, of course, the wheel nut is not tight. And one of the other crew members noticed it down there as he was about to head out, but either no time or not allowed to change it. Either way, the wheels disappeared now.
Wow. This may throw the championship away for Brian Simo, throw the said, and Kenny Wilden and Willie T on the apron.
Willie T was slow getting going. Look, they're bumping, they're all hitting.
Look at this, he smacks Willie T.
Murillo hit the back.
Still goes on.
No, it's not over yet. That was Murillo that got into the backup. Of course, none of these guys know what the grip level is. They're on cold tires.
Juan LaRue was the guy that hit Willie T. ribs. There is damage on the right side. There is heavy damage on the right side of Willie T's car. Can he hang on, though, or will Ken Murillo now sneak in and get that second position? There's second. Murillo's now third.
That takes out Wilden.
Kenny Wilden.
Oh, they all go around. Willie's going to be okay. Willie T's going to make it okay through that.
Wow. Kenny Wilden gets mugged from behind by Ken Murillo. He has come back from 15th position from an earlier spin. Meanwhile, of the day, and now he leads in grand style.
Oh, Gentilozzi's off. Gentilozzi's been off somewhere spinning around.
Which way is he going?
I don't know until another car comes by. He doesn't either, I don't think. Oh, that's the way he's going.
Brian Simo is now shown in 15th place. He's got to get up on the banking.
Oh, Murillo!
Murillo, another wheel comes off.
The wheel came off. The right front wheel fell off that car now. Look, there it goes. Willie T
now is going to try and run down Craig Baird. Can Willie T run down Craig Baird? Right now, Willie T will take the Johnson Controls Triple Crown Challenge. The white flag is now out. Ken Murillo's great day finish.